What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Rogue Raven here. We are back with another video. Now today I'm gonna go over Reaper and all of his buffs. This in the background is just a comp match that I played the other day. I did pretty decent, so I thought I would just put it in the background for something for you guys to watch while I'm talking about all of this. I might talk about it a little bit if I see something that comes up. But yeah, basically I wanted to talk about his buffs, and I've been playing him for the past week or so lately, and I'm gonna talk about sort of the things that I've noticed that's a little different, and things that you have to do differently, and stuff like that. So yeah, I guess let's go ahead and get into this. So his buff, he went from 30 to 50% damage dealt back in health. So that's a lot. I didn't actually get to play him whenever it was 30, but I imagine it wasn't too big of a difference but from 20, but 50 is quite a bit. And one thing that I've noticed is it is a pretty decent buff, and a lot of players don't really like that. I don't think that it drastically changes how Reaper is and how he's played. Everybody thinks that he's overpowered now, and I wouldn't say he's overpowered, but then again, I am a little biased because he's my main. One thing that's for sure is everybody's kind of noticed this buff, and everybody now realizes that Reaper is a force to be reckoned with, and they will come after you. They no longer realize that they can just they don't ignore you now. It used to be I could get away with some stuff and they wouldn't even realize it. Now you really got to be careful. Because one of the big things that they'll get on you is the stuns. Bridget will stun you, Anna will sleep you, stuff like that, a lot more. And Reinhardt, of course, will charge you. That happens a lot, so just be careful of that. And another thing is McCree is a hard counter to you if he's at range, but if he's close range, it should be right in your ballpark. So just be careful and try to time his flash bang. One thing that I've done is if he's turned away, I'll shoot him once and then wait for him to turn around, and normally I just wraith form automatically, and about 90% of the time he throws that stun grenade, and I'm already wraith, and then I just unwraith form to kill him. But yeah, try to time it. Try to time that that stun grenade, and then you'll be able to. He shouldn't be a problem. Another thing is on his grenade. If you get hit with her grenade, that automatically takes away your lifesteal ability, so just be careful of that. And a way to get rid of that really quickly is just to wraith form. What I do is, if she gets me with a grenade and I'm still in the fight, I'll just wraith form and then unwraith form, and then I'm just continue shooting her and it's no longer there. But yeah, wraith form will get rid of that ability. Another thing is watching your health. That's a big thing for me. I'm sure most people probably do it anyway, but for whatever reason, that's just not a habit that I have. Really, I've never really just kept a close eye on my health at all times. I pretty much just wraith form out whenever my screen gets red. But now that he's changed so much, and you really can stay in the fight for so much longer, I never realized how much longer you could really stay in the fight. Like, most of the time I'll be like shooting a diva, and I'll be getting a lot of damage, but I'm also putting a lot of damage out there and getting a lot of health back. But I just suddenly realize that I'm taking a lot of damage, and I wraith form out. Then whenever I get to a safe place, I look at my health, and I've got like one peg missing. I could have stayed in there and killed that diva. So just try to keep a close eye on your health, because you never realize exactly how much health you do have coming out of a fight. Another thing is the snipers. I don't know if it's just because I'm in plat now, but definitely there have been a lot more snipers for my games, at least. And they're a lot better than before, and they will absolutely destroy you in the fight. You'll be right there, mixed up with everybody else, putting in work, and then out of nowhere, you're dead. And freaking Widowmaker from across the map shot you in the head and insta-kill you. So that sucks. So be careful of snipers. Try to get somebody else to take them out, or perhaps you could flank around and get them. Another thing is I want to talk about sort of the different play styles that there are now. Used to be, I was more of a sort of lurk and pounce / flanker type of Reaper. Every now and then you would see me in the front line, putting in work with all my tanks and everything like that. But most of the time I was lurking pounce or flank. And you can of course still do that, but with these new changes you really can stay in there brawling with everybody else and their tanks and everything. So it's much more beneficial for you and your team to be up with them, defending the point or pushing the payload right along with your tanks, because you know the enemy will be focused on your tanks and you can just put in work on them and whatnot, and it'll be harder for them to get to you through your tanks and everything like that. So that is definitely the better play style with these buffs, I would say. And I've been doing that a lot, and it's been really beneficial for my team and working a lot better. Another thing is I want to talk about the different heroes to look out for. Baguette is pretty freaking difficult to kill, at least for me anyway. I don't know what it is, but I always have trouble killing a Bridget. Most of the time I just try shooting her shield down and then coming at her, or one thing that I've noticed that helps out a lot is if you throw a couple of teammates at her at once, she'll be focused on everybody else, so you can come over to the side and shoot her in the back and whatnot while her shield is up and whatever, and you can take her out pretty easily. And then another thing is other Reapers. I've had a lot of trouble with other Reapers, especially good Reapers, on the other team, because you know, you both have the same buffs and everything. So it pretty much comes down to aim, who had the most health before the fight, and then Wraith form timing. Sometimes, you know, you'll be in a fight and you just Wraith form and whatnot. One thing that has helped me is I'll count their shots, because if you don't know, Reaper has 8 shots in his shotgun. I'll count their shots and just try to dodge everything, and then once he's reloading, then I'll go in and put in some work. So that's helped me out a lot. And I think that's pretty much just about it. Oh, Mercy, like heals and stuff. If you don't know, Mercy's health, her like healing stream, is it doesn't heal you as much as you would get health back if she was doing double damage on you and you were hitting like most of your shots. If she's got you with, if you're right there in the fight, you'll get more health back if she's giving you the damage boost rather than healing you if you're hitting all your shots and you're doing a really good job, because you'll get more of your health steal from that, and since it's double healing or double damage or whatever, you'll get double the healing back from every one of your shots, or maybe not double, but however much that multiplier is on her damage boost. So that's really good too. Try to communicate with your Mercy and make sure that they're damage boosting you a lot when they can, right whenever you're right there in the fight and everything. And then I would say another thing to look out for, of course, is if you're trying to ult. I've noticed a lot of Rhines, Zaryas, Divas, and things like that in my games. I don't know if it's just because I'm plat now or if Goats meta is still freaking a thing. But yeah, if you're trying to ult, I mean, just do your best, the best that you can. Get around the shields or div out of her back and whatnot, and you'll get a much better ult out of that. So yeah, I think that's all I had to really talk about here. I wrote down all of the things that I've noticed and everything. I think that's just about it. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down in the comment section down below, and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. If you're not subscribed already, make sure you freaking click the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss out on any Rogue Raven content, more Overwatch videos to come, like Capture the Flag and stuff like that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm going to go ahead and leave the rest of this gameplay in the background for you if you want to watch how the game ends. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.